Hi, this is Misty Reich with Above and I'm coming to you today with a topic that I love, again tied to finding your purpose, getting on track for your long-term goals, but with a bit of a twist. And today's activity is all around designing the life by feeling, a bit of a sensory exercise. And this was something that I did for the first time about 2 years ago. I actually was listening to a podcast. It was the Shalene Show, if I remember correctly, and Shalene Johnson was talking about designing the life of your dreams and but doing it based on what you want your life to feel like. And that really struck a chord with me because up until that point I had been spending a lot of time thinking about what I wanted to do and working really hard to try to figure out what I should be doing. And for me, that's always been more challenging, which is why we've given so many activities for you to help unpack that. I found that really difficult. But this activity really clicked easily for me because even though 2 years ago I wasn't crystal clear exactly what I wanted to do, for some reason I was absolutely clear what I wanted my life to feel like, what I wanted my days to be like, how I wanted to spend my time. And the activity we're calling the ideal day or your ideal day. And it's a very easy activity that just involves you simply sitting down and imagining what your ideal day would look like. If you could design a day to be perfect, that gave you just the right energy and motivation and peace and fun and all of those good things, the feelings that you want to have as part of your life in the future, that's how we want to journal this day out. And for me, when I did the activity, I was at a transition in my life, and as I said, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to go do. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay in a corporate career, if I wanted to switch gears and do something on my own. And the activity really has helped me with decision making because I sat down and I started with first thing in the morning, how do I want to wake up? Where do I want to be? And for me, that was in London. I wanted to be with my family because a whole lot of my career had been me traveling and my husband being the primary caregiver, working out of the house in his business, but being on point for the kids. I wanted to be around for the kids. In fact, specifically, I wanted the first hour or two of my day to be about the kids and about making breakfast for the kids and about spending time with them. I'm sure they don't love that as much given they're 15 and 17, but for me that was really important, and thinking that, I only have a few more years probably with them around the house, and that I wanted my mornings to be for them and about them and making memories in that way. I wanted time for journaling, I wanted time for thinking, I wanted time for exercise, I wanted time to spend with my dogs, time to spend with my husband, and I wanted to be doing work that was stimulating to me, that I knew how I wanted to feel, even though I didn't know exactly what the work was. So I journaled my whole day from the very first moment I woke up, how I woke up. I wanted ideally to wake up without an alarm clock. That doesn't happen all of the time. All the way through my day, how I was spending my time, who I was with, what I was doing, and how I felt. And through to me going to bed in the evening and my routines around that, what time I was going to bed, what I was doing just before bed, how I felt before I went to bed. And so that's the challenge for you this week, is to sit down and do some dreaming and put a pen to paper. Write down your ideal day in very vivid details. What are you doing? Where are you? What is it like where you are? What does it look like? Who's with you? What do you feel like? Are you energized? Are you peaceful? Are you motivated? Are you excited? Are you enthusiastic? Are you feeling zen? At each part of your day, capture that feeling. And that feeling part is what's, I think, really powerful about this exercise and really sets it apart from some of the other activities that we've been having you do, which are very pragmatic action planning around your career and your purpose. I'll tell you what's powerful about this. I think there are a few things. The first thing is something that we call committed reality. And the idea is that if you can be very vivid, and particularly if you write down in very vivid detail a description of what you want to achieve, where you want to be, what that looks like, your subconscious kicks into gear and starts doing some of the work for you. It starts to do what I've heard called trigger noticing, where you notice different things around you that actually support the reality of that end goal coming to be. So writing down the specific details of how you want your ideal day to look, feel, unfold can actually practically be a good action plan to start making that happen for you. So the first why behind doing this is that it can actually start to make the dream true. The second reason why this is an important activity is it becomes a very helpful filter for decision making. So as I have moved over the last couple of years and thinking about my next moves and what I'm doing career-wise, I have this filter of my ideal day that still is holding true right now for me, of how I want my days to be, that I can test decisions against. So if I have a new opportunity for a project with a client, or if I have a new opportunity to get involved from an investment standpoint or as a board member in a business, I can check what will be involved in that opportunity against my ideal day, and I could say, does that activity or opportunity take me closer to living more of my days more like my ideal day? And if it does, then to me that's a wonderful test for the decision. And if it doesn't, then that provides some clarity for me as well. It's probably out of bounds from what I want to be doing, and it's going to take me farther away from how I want to be spending my time. So it can be a powerful decision-making filter. And the third thing that it's done for me, and I don't know if it'll do this for you, but for me, my ideal day, if I look at it on paper, which obviously I have, it can seem a little bit indulgent. So the morning is a lot about my kids, taking it slow and just being present for them, making them breakfast, journaling, thinking, dreaming, designing, exercising when I want to, and then getting into work at a much later time in the day. And I think because of my upbringing and because of my DNA, sort of type A, that when my day unfolds that way, that feels really indulgent. It can feel really indulgent. And if I hadn't done this activity 2 years ago and put this down on paper in a moment of sanity and my head was calm and I was alert, then I would feel like that's indulgent. But because I did the activity, I now can look at this day that unfolds in front of me, like today, where I'm at the ranch and I've spent the morning journaling and exercising and thinking and taking it slow, and I've got the afternoon of client calls and work with people that I really enjoy. I can enjoy it because I know that that was designed intentionally and that I had purpose and thought put into that, and that it's not a lazy, indulgent day, but that it's the day that I had planned 2 years ago. It's how I wanted my life to be, and I've worked over time to put puzzle pieces in place so that it's now unfolding. And I think that's incredibly powerful. That's been a real unlock for me. The whole exercise, you can tell I get a lot of energy out of it. And I hope for you, if you take it on and put a pen to paper and capture your ideal day, I hope you start to notice the pieces of the puzzle that come into place for you. And I hope that you leave us some comments. Tell us how the activity is for you. What did you find powerful about it? What did you find difficult about it? And most of all, wherever you are, I hope you are having a great day. And I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to seeing you back on our site, aboveand.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. DM us with any questions, and have a great day.